Well, ladies and gentlemen, kia ora, good afternoon, and thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here hosting this anniversary event, and I'd like to welcome you all and extend warmest congratulations to AgriZero on the one-year anniversary birthday. I'd like to especially acknowledge Wayne McClay, the CEO of AgriZero, Fraser, Director, thanks for the work that you do of AgriZero New Zealand, Ray Smith, Director General of MPI. Some of my ministerial colleagues are here or on their way, the Honourable David Seymour, my Associate Agricultural Ministers, Minister Hoggard and Patterson, and Simon Watts, the Minister of Climate Change. And can I recognise the Honourable James Shaw, and James, good to see you here. You, of course, have had a lot of involvement with this organisation and many other things. Joe Luxon and many of the agricultural sector leaders in the room. In fact, there are too many of them here as I look around to mention because I would risk missing somebody out, but thanks all for coming on. I think it demonstrates the importance of this initiative and a desire to meet obligations on behalf of New Zealand farmers to have so many people here. I'm sure everybody here today would agree that AgriZero's progress to date shows that we're on the right track to developing the tools and technology New Zealand needs to tackle agricultural emissions. And the projects they are supporting promise to be real game changers for our food and fibre sector, and they're just at the start. The joint ventures gives us the platform to significantly scale up our efforts. The sooner we get the new tools and technologies to reduce on-farm emissions into the hands of our farmers, the better. And we want to find effective and affordable solutions that drive down agricultural emissions while maintaining or improving productivity and profitability. And the Crown investment in AgriZero as a 50% stakeholder will play a significant role in driving product development and commercialisation to achieve these goals. However, the government can't achieve this alone, and I'm delighted to take this opportunity today to welcome 3 new shareholders from the private sector to AgriZero: A2 Milk Company, ANZ Bank New Zealand, and the ASB Bank. Collectively, they're contributing $9 million over 3 years, which will be matched by the Crown. These new shareholders join the foundation shareholders of ANZCO, Fonterra, Rabobank, Ravensdown, Silverfern Farms and Synlait, along with the Crown. This takes the overall investment in AgriZero to $183 million over AgriZero's first 4 years. The addition of more banks to the partnership reflects a growing emphasis on sustainable finance and shows the increasing commitment of the financial sector to supporting farmers as they deliver on climate targets. And with the A2 Milk Company now on board, most dairy farmers across the country are connected in one way or another to AgriZero. We all have a stake in seeing these investments succeed, and I feel confident this collective effort will help pave the way towards embedding new technologies and tools into everyday practice once they reach commercialisation. And as everyone in the room knows, our food and fibre sector is the backbone of the New Zealand economy, generating a record $57.4 billion in export revenue last year and accounting for over 80% of our goods exports. The sector also directly accounts for 10% of New Zealand's GDP and employs around almost 360,000 people. We owe it to producers and everyday Kiwis to protect this industry and help it operate in an effective, efficient, productive and sustainable fashion, and to help them to meet their climate change obligations. The research and development we're supporting through AgriZero aligns with our collective goal of being among the most efficient, high-quality, safe food and fibre producers in the world, and will further strengthen our reputation as sustainable producers by leading the development of tools and technology that drive down agricultural emissions. The government's set an ambitious target of doubling exports by value in 10 years by pursuing quality trade agreements, promoting New Zealand exports and dismantling barriers to trade. Low emissions food production has a key part to play in this focus on increasing value. I'm excited to join AgriZero today in announcing a new venture to accelerate the development of a vaccine to reduce methane emissions from ruminant animals. New Zealand scientists have been working on methane vaccines since 2007, and AgriZeroNZ is getting behind this technology, and their support will further build on the success to date and, importantly, attract funding from major international philanthropists and venture capital investors to drive focus on bringing this solution to market. A methane vaccine can be an affordable solution that can be adopted by pastoral farmers across New Zealand and around the world, making it a real priority for us as global leaders and innovators in sustainable farming. Meeting our climate change obligations and encouraging a booming agricultural sector are not mutually exclusive, and through collaborations such as the AgriZeroNZ joint venture, I'm confident that New Zealand will be a global leader in developing the tools, the technologies and the practices to drive down agricultural emissions while retaining and remaining the productivity and profitability of our food and fibre sector. Can I just recognise all of you who have had involvement and input over the last year, from those who thought of it, that convinced the government to join the partnership and go out and seek these ideas. In the coming months and year, there are many, many more exciting ventures that I think the New Zealand public, our farmers and rural community will hear about, collaborations around the world, not just here on the shores of New Zealand, that sends a really clear signal. We already have some of the lowest carbon producing food producers in the world, but we take our obligations seriously. We want to do our part, reduce emissions, but we want to ensure that we have a sustainable and strong agricultural sector that grows wealth for our farmers and helps deliver for all New Zealanders. Technology and these investments have an important role to play in that. Thank you so much.